All right, William, we just closed on your property and, up in the Porter Ranch area. We're super excited. It worked out. We closed a couple weeks ago, and I just wanted to congratulate you and get a feel for how your experience was in working with John Medina Buys Houses.
Well, let me start back at the very beginning, because there was a lot of analysis that went into: do we remodel ourselves? Do we try to
Right,
get market value for a move-in ready house? Do I
right,
sell it as is off market and avoid all of the fees and costs associated with that? And so
right.
what I did at the very beginning of this process is I ran all the numbers and crunched them down, and overwhelmingly came to the conclusion that going this route, um, not specifically with your company, but just the off market as is cash
Right,
for your house route, was by
right.
far the best decision nowadays, with the supply chain issues that we have,
Hmm.
inflation, the cost of goods and services, the amount of money it was going to cost me, and the timeline it was going to cost me to remodel my house, made it almost a non-starter.
Right,
And so
right.
once I came to the conclusion that I was going to go off market with a home buying company, I must have gotten bids, or no bids, as it turns out, from nine organizations, including John Medina.
Wow. Uh-huh.
So after I did my vetting process, John Medina had the best initial offer, and so clearly I decided to work with you guys because you guys were actually quite a bit higher than most of the companies that are out of state, that
Uh-huh.
just really kind of go on a verbal and then throw
Right.
you a low ball. And then,
Uh,
because you guys are local California, you understand the market there better, I think, than say somebody in Florida.
right.
And I think you guys gave me a very competitive quote. We haggled a little bit. Actually, you guys were willing to come up a skosh, which was according to my friend Peg. She said, "I've never seen this before, so you you you, you must have exceptional negotiation skills." And and I said, "No, I think you guys know what the high resale neighborhoods are. I mean, the Porter Ranch
Right,
area in
right.
San Fernando Valley has great schools. Your modern affluent family wants to live there. So,
Right.
chances are you guys are going to get out of this deal a benefit for yourselves as well. And that, to me, is a great deal all the way around. I was happy. You guys are happy. I think that makes for a really good, like an exclamation point on the end of the "should I have done this or not?" And I still believe, after the dust is settled here, that absolutely this was the right decision. Your team is incredibly polite, easy to work with, professional, highly communicative. I mean, I got calls almost daily about what was going on. This is what you can expect. This is the process. We understand your timeline. We're going to do whatever we need to do to make your timeline work, including, as we did, close early. We closed early so I could close on the Vegas property, and
Right.
it was a nominal holdback until I actually vacated the property.
Mhm.
The group of people that bought the house were incredibly friendly. I worked very closely with their representative, Alex, a really nice guy. Clearly, we had established a good rapport with each other, because he actually asked me to set up his lockbox for him. So I don't think you do that. I don't think you do that if you don't trust the person that's leaving the property. And
Right,
I think
right,
part of that
right.
had to do with the fact that we were transparent with what was wrong with the house up front. So I did not expect the people who bought the property and were going to remodel it to encounter any surprises. And I think that just makes for an overall really good experience for everybody. And that was how I felt about it.
Awesome. And that was a fantastic answer. And I think you kind of broke it down in a way that I haven't had people break it down before, but you made a very deliberate decision by weighing the pros and cons, weighing the cost and benefits of going one route over the other. And I don't think a lot of people kind of have it put to them that way. And so that's really helpful. From beginning to end, it sounds like you had a good experience. I think where we were inside of 3.5 weeks or something, um, just short of a month to get the property sold here, and then you're making a move to another state. So that's awesome. So if somebody down the line, they're entertaining this option, they want to go off market, is this route and us in particular something you would recommend?
Oh, highly, absolutely.
Awesome. Awesome.
No questions at all. Again, I want to tout your staff there. I mean, Peggy is amazing. Brian Soto was amazing. I have no complaints about anybody or anything or the level of professionalism I encountered. It was clearly the folks on your team are clearly, this isn't just a transaction. It didn't feel
Yeah,
like just a
absolutely.
transaction. It felt like we're all in this together. Let's see if we
Right.
can, come up with something that everybody benefits from. And I like doing business in that type of environment. And
Absolutely.
it's also important for me. I'm a huge fan of local small business. I would much rather do business with the mom and pop shop than the big ticket retail or the big ticket agencies, like Remax
Right.
or those
Right.
folks, where
Right.
you're a little bit more of a number than you are a person. So I felt like the hands-on personal touch is a huge selling point for you guys. I mean, you've got good people in the right positions. The face of your customer
Thank
is
you.
really, really effective.
Awesome. Awesome. Well, that's incredibly awesome to hear, and we're very grateful it worked out, and we wish you all the best, and glad we could get you moved on to the next chapter.
Oh, me too. And I do need to give you one more prop though, because my mom insisted I tell you guys, thank you for the
Okay.
gift basket. That was
Yeah.
that was a
Yeah.
really nice touch, totally unexpected. My mom enjoyed all the treats, and she just wanted to make sure I mentioned she really appreciated that you guys were, it was such a personal touch to her. It kind of made her a little misty.
Awesome. That's exactly what we were going for. So, well, thank you so much,
Yeah, you
William, and
succeeded.